What's up, YouTube? Johnny Wad back to talk about Batwoman Season 1, Episode 18, called If You Believe in Me, I'll Believe in You. First thing, I enjoyed the fight sequence that took place in the beginning. You know, the camera angles and the choreography and all that. It was very good and well done. Almost reminds me of like the Arrow fight sequences, you know, towards the ending of that show. And then what was it, Tommy getting upset about his money launderer holding on to his prized possession. I don't know why he was getting upset about it, because I mean, in that line of work, you got to expect at some point, you know, somebody's gonna, you know, do one of those back stabby stab things to you. They're not trustworthy. So I don't know why he got upset about it. That, oh, if you can't trust your money launderer, who can you trust? No, nobody, bro. If you're a criminal, you can't trust no one in that line of work. I mean, hell, even Alice told him that, and she can't really be trusted herself, you know? And that's saying something coming from her, that she trusted him not to be trusted. But, you know, he did take that advice to heart at the end of the episode. So, I mean, at least he was smart about keeping some details of that journal to himself. Since, you know, we know at the end, you know, they were going to turn on him and get rid of him. So he was smart not to tell them that journal was in code. So kudos to Tommy, I guess. And then the notebook in the club is almost a genius place to put it, because since people know, especially, you know, Kate and Luke and all that, they know it's there, then they know it's going to be a trap. But I think Kate should have, like, been a little smarter about it, you know, especially if she has military training. You should know if something is right there and it's begging almost for somebody to pilfer it. You should know there's probably a trap there somewhere. I guess she was too much in a hurry to remember that, I guess, part of her training or whatever. So that was kind of stupid on her part, because then she ended up getting captured and then she had to be rescued. And then Regan showing up, I actually enjoyed that, even though it didn't end very well. But her showing up was cool. I'm glad, you know, she wasn't just like a one-off character, you know. But Kate really should have fought to, like, make that relationship work. Although I did enjoy their banter in the club, you know. Seeing them, their back and forth exchange, it was pretty cool. And Julia and Sophie still working together was cool too. You know, and them bonding, you know, and getting closer. I'm okay with that relationship. I mean, I know Kate, you know, she walked in on them making out or whatever, but I mean, come on, Katie, you've moved on, bro. It's been 6 years or however long it's been, you know, just move on. I mean, there's no reason to be jealous. You're not together. Just move on, bro. Get with anybody else. You know? I'm a little freaking tired of these goddamn love triangles. Like, every fucking show, there's always one. I was like, bro, just have her get with... There's all kinds of people, that women that Kate could get with in Gotham, bro. Man, a whole bunch of them. Just pick. I mean, first of all, I don't even want Kate and Sophie back together anyways. Sophie doesn't even know who she is. She doesn't know if she's a lesbian or if she's bisexual. Like, she needs to figure that shit out. And then maybe if Kate wants to go that route, then she could do that. But until then, you know, they don't need to be together. So I just need to get that out of the way. And then, of course, Kate finally lets Mary, like, she lets her in, you know? It's about freaking time, you know? It only took 18 episodes, even though Mary kind of already figured out her secret in the last one. But I'm glad she let her in and stopped, you know, doing this to her, keeping her at arm's length and shit. Because, like, that reminds me of the scene from, is it The War with Grandpa with Robert De Niro and Uma Thurman? And I'm paraphrasing, but basically the point of the gist of it is that he lost 2 years of his life with his daughter because he was doing something. They weren't talking for 2 years, you know. So he lost 2 years. Those 2 years he can't get back. And he told her basically the same thing. It's like, don't do that with your daughter, or, you know, you're going to lose 2 years of your life. And then that's time you can't get back. Because he said, oh, I lost 2 years with you. We didn't talk for 2 years. And I've regretted it ever since then. So I'm glad that Kate, you know, is doing that with Mary. You know, she's letting her in to her life so they can have more sisterly bonding, you know. And then, you know, she's Team Batwoman, so she needs, they need each other. Although I think Kate probably more. And then, of course, I know that Luke, and I think in the last episode, Luke really needs to keep his mouth, you know, needs to learn to keep a fucking secret. Because, I mean, why would you tell, like, the biggest fucking secret in all of Gotham, that Bruce Wayne is Batman? Why would you do that? Like, bro, if people need stuff told, just befriend them, bro. He'll fucking blab. He'll tell you everything. You know? I don't get it. Well, I don't get his thinking here. Like, he really needs to learn to think before he speaks. Because I think his mouth is getting a little ahead of his brain. And he's going to get somebody really hurt, you know. But, yeah, I guess that's about it. So, I mean, I probably might remember something later, but I think I've touched on everything I wanted to talk about. If I remember something else, I'll do a second part maybe. But, you know, stay safe out there. And if, you know, you ever get offered the vaccine, you know, it's up to you if you want to take it or not. So, but, you know, stay safe out there, y'all. I'll see you in the next one.